Welcome back to USA Coins 69, the channel where we uncover the fascinating stories, hidden details, and incredible values behind some of the world's most captivating coins. Today, we're exploring a coin that might be sitting quietly in your collection, yet carries a rich story of American history and artistry, the Washington State Quarter Dollar from 2013. At first glance, it may seem like an everyday piece of change, but by the end of this video, you'll see just how special this coin truly is. The Washington State Quarter is part of the celebrated 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008, with additional quarters released in later years as part of special initiatives. Each coin in this program was designed to honor the unique history, culture, and landmarks of each state in the Union. The 2013 Washington State Quarter continues the tradition, showcasing the natural beauty and iconic symbols that make Washington so distinctive. The design on this quarter is a masterpiece of symbolism. On the obverse side, as with all U.S. quarters, you'll find the timeless portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. His profile, sharp and dignified, reminds us of the nation's founding principles and the enduring legacy of leadership and courage. Surrounding his portrait are the familiar inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," timeless reminders of the values that shaped America. Turn the coin over, and you're greeted with imagery that is unmistakably Washington. The reverse design features an intricate depiction of the state's iconic natural and cultural landmarks. From towering evergreens to the majestic Mount Rainier rising in the background, the design captures the essence of the evergreen state. Detailed depictions of regional symbols, whether it's salmon swimming upstream or other elements representing the state's rich history and resources, add depth and uniqueness to this coin. Every line and contour reflects the careful craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, turning a simple coin into a miniature tribute to the state of Washington. The 2013 Washington State Quarter was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, with the respective mint marks P and D appearing discreetly on the coin. These mint marks, though small, carry a big significance for collectors. Coins from different mints can vary slightly in finish, production quality, and rarity. The differences between mint locations can make certain quarters far more desirable than others, and serious collectors pay close attention to these subtle distinctions. While millions of these quarters were produced for circulation, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is becoming increasingly rare. Many quarters from this period were spent, exchanged, and carried in pockets or wallets for years, resulting in wear, scratches, and loss of original luster. Coins that have been carefully preserved, however, maintain their sharp details, vibrant finish, and collector appeal, making them highly valuable for numismatists. Collectors are also drawn to special varieties and errors that occasionally occur during the minting process. A Washington State Quarter with a double die, off-center strike, or other anomaly can become a one-of-a-kind collectible. These error coins are especially sought after because they are unique, combining history, artistry, and rarity in a single piece. Even subtle variations in the design or finish can dramatically increase a coin's worth in the marketplace. The 2013 Washington State Quarter is more than just currency, it's a reflection of the state's identity and a tangible piece of the United States history. It connects collectors to the natural landscapes, cultural landmarks, and the ongoing story of American craftsmanship. Owning one of these coins means holding a small but significant piece of both state and national history, something that collectors and enthusiasts cherish. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. A 2013 Washington State Quarter in uncirculated condition, especially one with exceptional detail or rare characteristics, can fetch an impressive $400 at auction. That's right, $400 for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. A seemingly ordinary quarter that can hold extraordinary value for the right collector. So, the next time you're sorting through your coin collection, or come across a Washington State Quarter from 2013 in a drawer, take a close look. Examine its mint mark, check the condition, and keep an eye out for any unusual features. You might just discover a hidden treasure that connects you to the natural beauty, culture, and history of the evergreen state. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that may be sitting quietly in your collection, the Washington State Quarter Dollar from 2014. At first glance, it might seem like just another everyday quarter, but as we explore its history, design, and collector appeal, you'll discover that this coin is far more special than it appears. Stay tuned until the end, because the auction price for a rare and well-preserved example of this quarter will surprise you. The Washington State Quarter is part of the iconic 50 State Quarters program, a project by the United States Mint that ran from 1999 to 2008, with additional quarters released in subsequent years to commemorate various milestones. Each state quarter was designed to reflect the unique history, culture, and landmarks of that state. By 2014, the Washington State Quarter had become a favorite among collectors due to its intricate design, symbolism, and connection to the evergreen state's rich heritage. On the obverse side of the 2014 Washington State Quarter, you'll find the timeless image of George Washington, the nation's first president. His dignified profile, rendered with remarkable detail, symbolizes leadership, courage, and the foundation of the United States. Surrounding his portrait are the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," reminding collectors and users alike of the values that shaped the nation. The craftsmanship of this side of the coin demonstrates the U.S. Mint's dedication to both artistry and historical accuracy, making it a coin worth admiring even before we look at the reverse. Turn the coin over, and you're greeted with imagery that is unmistakably Washington. The reverse design beautifully captures the state's unique landscapes and landmarks. Towering evergreens, Mount Rainier rising majestically in the background, and symbols representing the state's wildlife and natural resources come together in a composition that tells a story of Washington's identity. Every detail, from the texture of the trees to the contours of the mountains, has been carefully engraved to reflect the beauty and pride of the state. This is more than just a coin, it's a miniature tribute to the evergreen state. The 2014 Washington State Quarter was minted in Philadelphia and Denver, indicated by the P and D mint marks, respectively. These mint marks, though subtle, are crucial for collectors. Coins from different mints can vary slightly in finish, production numbers, and overall rarity. A coin's mint mark can make a significant difference in value, especially for those seeking uncirculated or proof-quality examples. Some coins also display minor variations or rare features that make them highly sought after, adding another layer of intrigue to this seemingly ordinary quarter. Although millions of these quarters were produced and circulated, finding a 2014 Washington State Quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition is becoming increasingly difficult. Most coins were used in everyday transactions, and over time, they show signs of wear, scratches, and dulling of the original luster. Coins that have been carefully preserved, however, maintain sharp details, clean edges, and vibrant surfaces, making them highly desirable among collectors. The rarer the condition, the higher the potential value for those who recognize the importance of quality preservation. Collectors are also drawn to the rare errors and anomalies that occasionally appear on quarters. Misstrikes, off-center designs, double dies, or other minting errors create coins that are one of a kind, and these error coins can fetch premium prices at auctions. A Washington State Quarter with a unique minting error is like holding a piece of history that no one else can replicate, a true treasure for any numismatist. Even subtle differences in design or finish can dramatically enhance a coin's value, making careful examination essential for anyone serious about collecting. The 2014 Washington State Quarter is more than just a coin, it is a piece of American history, a tribute to the state's landscapes, culture, and heritage, and a collectible that connects enthusiasts to the story of the United States Mint's efforts to celebrate the nation's diversity. For collectors, owning one of these quarters means holding a small but meaningful piece of history, a tangible reminder of the beauty and pride of the evergreen state. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. A 2014 Washington State Quarter in uncirculated condition, especially one with exceptional detail or rare features, can fetch an impressive $250 at auction. That's right, $250 for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. A small, unassuming coin that holds incredible value for the right collector. So, the next time you're going through a coin collection, or stumble upon a Washington State Quarter from 2014 in a drawer or jar, take a close look. Examine the mint mark, check the condition, and look for any unusual features that could elevate its value. You might be holding a hidden treasure that combines history, artistry, and rarity all in one. Today, we're focusing on a coin that might be sitting quietly in your pocket change or coin collection, the Washington State Quarter Dollar from 2015. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary quarter, but as we dive into its history, design, and collector appeal, you'll see why this coin is more than just currency. Stick with us until the end, because the auction price for a rare, uncirculated, or unique 2015 Washington State Quarter is truly remarkable. The Washington State Quarter is part of the iconic 50 State Quarters program and its continued legacy, which was created to celebrate the history, culture, and unique identity of each U.S. state. The 2015 edition showcases Washington's beauty and heritage, reflecting the state's iconic landscapes, cultural symbols, and natural wonders. This coin was minted during a time when collectors were increasingly focused on completing state series, proof sets, and high-quality coins, making the 2015 Washington State Quarter a sought-after addition to any collection. On the obverse side, the coin features the familiar and timeless portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. His dignified profile, with sharp details and intricate engravings, symbolizes leadership, integrity, and the values upon which the nation was founded. Surrounding his image are the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," serving as enduring reminders of the principles that shaped the United States. The craftsmanship on this side is exceptional, reflecting the U.S. Mint's commitment to preserving history through artistry. The reverse design is what truly sets this coin apart. Washington is known as the Evergreen State, and the coin's reverse captures the state's lush landscapes and natural beauty. From towering evergreens to the majestic Mount Rainier rising in the background, the imagery on this coin celebrates Washington's distinctive geography. Additional details, such as native wildlife, rivers, and other symbolic elements, bring the design to life. The level of detail is remarkable, turning a small coin into a miniature work of art that reflects both history and regional pride. The 2015 Washington State Quarter was minted in Philadelphia and Denver, denoted by the subtle P and D mint marks, and special proof versions were produced at San Francisco, marked with an S. These mint marks are critical for collectors because coins from different mints can vary in production volume, quality, and overall rarity. Even slight differences between mint marks can influence a coin's value. Collectors pay close attention to these details when assessing the potential worth of a coin. While millions of these quarters were produced and circulated, finding a 2015 Washington State Quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition is increasingly rare. Most coins were used in daily transactions, resulting in wear, scratches, and loss of the original luster. Coins that have been carefully stored for decades, maintaining sharp details and a clean surface, are highly prized in the numismatic community. The rarity of these well-preserved examples is what drives collector interest and market value. Collectors are also fascinated by error coins and unique varieties. Misstrikes, off-center designs, double dies, or other minting anomalies make certain coins one-of-a-kind. These rare error coins often command premium prices because they are truly unique, combining artistry, history, and scarcity in a single coin. Even subtle differences in finish, design, or minting quality can dramatically increase a coin's collector value. The 2015 Washington State Quarter is more than just a piece of currency, it is a tangible connection to the state's natural beauty, culture, and history, as well as a collectible that tells a story of American craftsmanship and pride. For collectors, owning this coin is about more than money, it is about holding a piece of the nation's history in your hand. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. A 2015 Washington State Quarter in uncirculated condition, especially one with exceptional detail, proof quality, or rare minting features, can fetch an impressive $250 at auction. That's right, $250 for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. A small, unassuming coin that carries history, artistry, and collectible value, all in the palm of your hand. So, if you're exploring your old coin collection or happen to find a 2015 Washington State Quarter tucked away, take a close look. Examine the mint mark, check the condition, and see if there are any unique features or anomalies. You might just be holding a hidden treasure that reflects both the beauty of the evergreen state and the enduring legacy of U.S. coins. Today, we're exploring a coin that might be sitting quietly in your collection, the Washington State Quarter Dollar from 2017. While it may seem like a common piece of change, this coin carries both historical significance and collectible potential that every serious numismatist will appreciate. Stay with us until the end, because the auction price for a rare, pristine 2017 Washington State Quarter will absolutely surprise you. The Washington State Quarter is part of the beloved 50 State Quarters program, a series that ran from 1999 to 2008, with later releases and special editions extending the series. Each state quarter was designed to honor the unique history, culture, and landmarks of that state, and the Washington State Quarter has consistently captivated collectors with its detailed imagery and rich symbolism. The 2017 edition continues this tradition, representing the evergreen state with artistry and pride. Let's begin with the obverse side of the coin, which, as with all U.S. quarters, features a finely detailed portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. His profile is rendered with precision, capturing both the dignity and determination that defined his leadership. Surrounding his portrait are the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," timeless reminders of the foundational principles upon which the United States was built. The craftsmanship of this side alone showcases the U.S. Mint's dedication to historical accuracy and artistic excellence. Turning to the reverse, the design highlights Washington's natural beauty and iconic landmarks. From towering evergreens to the majestic Mount Rainier dominating the background, the imagery perfectly captures the state's identity as the evergreen state. Additional details, such as rivers, native wildlife, and symbolic elements representing the state's history and resources, add layers of depth and meaning to the coin. Each line, contour, and texture reflects a careful attention to detail, making the coin not only a piece of currency but a miniature work of art. The 2017 Washington State Quarter was minted in Philadelphia and Denver, indicated by the subtle P and D mint marks. These small letters may seem insignificant, but they hold great importance for collectors. Coins from different mints can vary in production numbers, finish, and overall rarity. Even minor differences in quality between mint locations can affect a coin's value. Proof versions were also produced at the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S, and these proof coins often attract premium interest due to their superior quality and collector appeal. While millions of these quarters were released for circulation, finding a 2017 Washington State Quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition is becoming increasingly rare. Coins that were carried in wallets, pockets, or coin jars often show signs of wear, scratches, scuffs, and dulling of the original shine. Coins that have been preserved in mint condition, with sharp details and clean surfaces, are highly prized among collectors. The rarity of such well-preserved examples is what drives their market value and collector interest. Collectors are also drawn to rare errors and unique varieties. Misstrikes, off-center designs, double dies, and other minting anomalies make certain coins one-of-a-kind. These error coins are especially valuable because they are completely unique, combining history, artistry, and scarcity in a single piece. Even subtle differences in design or minting can dramatically elevate a coin's worth, making careful inspection a must for collectors. The 2017 Washington State Quarter is more than just currency. It is a celebration of the state's landscapes, culture, and heritage, and it is a collectible that allows enthusiasts to connect with both the history and artistry of U.S. coins. Owning one of these quarters means holding a small but meaningful piece of American history, a tangible reminder of the evergreen state's beauty and significance. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. A 2017 Washington State Quarter in uncirculated condition, especially one with exceptional details or rare features, can fetch an impressive $300 at auction. That's right, $300 for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. A small, unassuming coin that holds incredible value for the right collector. So, if you're sorting through your old coin collection, or happen to find a 2017 Washington State Quarter tucked away, take a close look. Examine the mint mark, check the condition, and see if there are any unusual features that could elevate its value. You might just discover a hidden treasure that combines beauty, history, and rarity all in one small coin. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that may be quietly sitting in your pocket change or coin collection, the Washington State Quarter Dollar from 2018. At first glance, it may seem like just another everyday quarter, but as we explore its history, design, and appeal to collectors, you'll quickly realize that this coin is far more remarkable than it appears. Stay with us until the end, because the auction price for a rare and well-preserved 2018 Washington State Quarter is truly eye-opening. The Washington State Quarter is part of the celebrated 50 State Quarters program and its continuing legacy, which was created to honor the unique culture, history, and landmarks of each U.S. state. The 2018 edition showcases Washington's iconic beauty and natural wonders, reflecting the evergreen state's pride and identity. Coins from this series are especially popular among collectors because they combine artistry, history, and scarcity in a small but highly detailed piece of currency. On the obverse side, the coin features the timeless portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. His dignified profile is rendered with remarkable detail, showcasing the strength, integrity, and leadership that defined his legacy. Surrounding his image are the familiar inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," serving as enduring reminders of the values upon which the United States was founded. The meticulous engraving and sharp detail on this side alone make the coin worth admiring. Even before we examine the reverse design is what truly sets this coin apart. Washington is celebrated as the evergreen state, and the imagery on the coin reflects the natural beauty that gives the state its nickname. Towering evergreens, Mount Rainier rising majestically in the background, and symbolic elements representing the state's wildlife and natural resources combine to create a coin that is both visually stunning and historically meaningful. Every detail, from the texture of the trees to the contours of the mountains, has been carefully crafted, turning this small coin into a miniature work of art that captures the spirit of Washington. The 2018 Washington State Quarter was minted in Philadelphia and Denver, indicated by the subtle P and D mint marks, and special proof coins were produced in San Francisco, marked with an S. These mint marks, though small, are crucial for collectors because they indicate the origin and rarity of the coin. Coins from different mints can vary slightly in finish, production numbers, and overall quality. These subtle differences can make one coin more valuable than another, so collectors always pay close attention to mint marks when assessing the value of a quarter. While millions of these quarters were released into circulation, finding a 2018 Washington State Quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition is becoming increasingly rare. Most coins were used in everyday transactions, resulting in wear, scratches, and dulling of the original luster. Coins that have been carefully stored and preserved maintain their sharp details, clean surfaces, and collector appeal, making them highly sought after in the numismatic market. The rarer the coin's condition, the more valuable it becomes for collectors and investors alike. Collectors are also drawn to rare errors and unique varieties that occasionally appear during the minting process. Misstrikes, off-center designs, double dies, and other minting anomalies create coins that are one of a kind. Error coins like these often command premium prices because they are completely unique, combining history, artistry, and rarity in a single piece. Even minor variations in design or finish can dramatically elevate a coin's value, making careful inspection essential for anyone serious about collecting. The 2018 Washington State Quarter is more than just currency, it's a celebration of the state's landscapes, culture, and heritage. It's a tangible connection to both the beauty of the evergreen state and the artistry of the United States Mint. For collectors, owning one of these quarters means holding a small piece of history in their hand, a coin that tells a story far beyond its face value. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. A 2018 Washington State Quarter in uncirculated condition, especially one with exceptional detail, proof quality, or rare features, can fetch an impressive $300 at auction. That's right, $300 for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. A small, unassuming coin that holds remarkable value for the right collector, combining beauty, history, and rarity all in one. So, the next time you're going through your coin collection or come across a 2018 Washington State Quarter tucked away in a jar or drawer, take a closer look. Examine the mint mark, check the condition, and see if there are any unusual features or anomalies that could elevate its value. You may be holding a hidden treasure that reflects the evergreen state's beauty and the incredible world of US coin collecting. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more hidden treasures, remarkable histories, and coins with real collector value, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a discovery. Keep collecting, keep exploring, and remember, sometimes the smallest coins hold the greatest stories.